So Brookes right, Westminster School on the left, on the Berkshire side of the course. We are away clean and sharp there from the Oxford Brookes crew. Slightly out in the middle there. Again, if you're confident in your speed, Camilla, as well, and something that I used to do when I was coxing, if I knew that we were quick in the first 500, and particularly in the first bit out towards the end of the island here, you could just come out into the middle a bit and put a bit of pressure, because the blades are coming out with the puddles there. It just puts a bit of water down on the right-hand side, on the stroke side. You can see now already, as we're halfway towards the barrier, Oxford Brookes University A crew out to almost a length.
Yeah, absolutely, and I know that you'd said if you know you're quick coming out of the island, and I know for certain this Oxford Brookes crew will know that they are quick. Winners of this event last year, they put on an impressive display in the final of the Temple Challenge Cup last year. Really fantastic to watch, and if you look now, you'll see why. This is a completely different crew from last year's event. Absolutely no one person the same. Westminster School as well, they certainly aren't any pushovers there. A crew, in fact, which will be racing in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup for school boats. They won the national schools this year. This is their B boat entered into the Temple Challenge Cup, and so certainly a couple of fantastic rowing programs on display here on the river in Henley. But Oxford Brookes, how emphatic is that, Gary? Just some incredible rowing, and probably denoted as one of the UK's best university rowing programmes for sure. Absolutely.
If you look at, Camilla, if you look back to the Head of the River race earlier this year, Oxford Brookes had an outstanding result with the number of crews in the top 20 all across, and I think they had their second 8 right up there in the top 15. I mean, and the third 8 as well. You're just kind of thinking they're producing phenomenal athletes. A lot of these guys are going to move into the under 23s, and over the years you'll see them step up into the international team.
Absolutely, and they've had a fantastic season this season. Done a bit of racing across the pond. They've done a bit overseas at the likes of Essen, and they've also been back here on the domestic scene, being very competitive at the likes of the Met Regatta, the Marlow Regatta, and absolutely ones to watch for this event this year. And I think that, as Gary said, going forward, we'll be seeing a lot of these names up there. Harry Brightmore, who's coxing this Oxford Brookes crew, already earned his his GB colours in the under 23s. Probably going to go on to do a couple more years yet, at least, on the international scene. So he's certainly one to watch out for. And for the rest of this week, these are going to be the colours to be looking out for. This kind of maroon and dark blue. If you see a crew like that on the water, they're certainly ones to watch.
We do have to applaud, though, Westminster School here. It's a case of men and boys, because boys they are. This is from Westminster School. It's their J16 8 here. So just youngsters out there in amongst what is a tough event, and also one of the selected crews. So again, they know they have got nothing to lose. They threw everything at it in the first part here, but they would have known in the back of their mind here it would have taken a miracle, if anything, to overhaul Oxford Brookes here.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've not done a bad job of it at all. They're rowing very tidily, and for a J16 8, we'll certainly be seeing a few of these in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup next year, I'm sure, being very competitive, at the national schools, and these guys have done an impressive job to be, qualifying for an event in a calibre like this year, where you've got so many international crews, the winners from last year, reappearing to even have qualified and to draw the previous winners in the first event. You've got to say, well done to Westminster.
So they're coming down the Royal Enclosure here, and this is the mark here. You want to now bring it down, and that's what Oxford Brookes A crew, one of the favourites for this event. You'll see them coming down again as they come to the last 30-odd seconds of this course here. But heads up, really, and hats off to Westminster School. A valiant effort here in this event. And they are racing it, they are right on it, as their coach will no doubt have told them to be. Over the line, one of the favourites for the event. Oxford Brookes A crew safely through. The verdict will be easily, because I'd say it's more than 5 lengths. We applaud Westminster School. It's their J16 8. They've done a good job. They've done themselves proud.